How many times has that happened to me on this channel for birdie? What are we talking about, bro? Like, so when I won this $10,000 at this program thing. Cause I had to do a pitch deck for Golf and Gospel and we won. And I got a second camera person, so she just did like a trial run with us, and she was doing fairly well. But I just gotta see how they'll match together now. Cause all these other people got like 2 cameras and stuff. Yes. So that's one thing we gotta figure out how to compete with.
Come on, that's awesome.
But yeah, I would love to go down to Florida and do that. But
yeah,
we'll be all right down there for the Epson Tour stuff.
Yeah, I gotta like dive into. Oh, get in. Ooh. I gotta dive into just like everything. What like, just in the female, like the women's golf space. And
oh yeah.
It is awesome. Like just some things that we're doing to just help elevate the game for them or the exposure for them.
Right.
And then the last thing is like just through like our nonprofit, how we're gonna help like some girls who you know about Old Barnwell, the golf course, like they kind of sponsor some or I don't know, the LPGA, maybe girls are trying to get LPGA. Yeah. But with next tour, NXXT tour, like our nonprofit's gonna help kind of sponsor some pros as well as have some like corporate mentorship. Like it's pretty awesome. It's so perfect out here, it's crazy.
It's perfect, bro. But guys, I got my dog, Robin Rosado. Rosado, how you say it?
Rosado.
Rosado. I'm just calling Robin. I don't want to make that mistake again, man. I want you to talk about your college career as a golfer. Yeah. And the aspirations you had to becoming a tour pro.
Oh yeah, well man, I'll tell you first, I got really lucky even getting to college. So I verbally committed to D2 program first. And then my college high school golf coach, he was definitely like my first mentor in my life, you know, loved the Lord. And he just wanted to do everything he could. Because I came from like single mom, just like not a lot of money, you know, all these kind of things. So I was really blessed that he came in my life at the right time. So he knew my college coach. So then I kind of had like a walk-on type scenario there, just really took a gamble of going away, South Carolina, pretty much walking on to a D1 program. It was like super all last minute, but that's just, when you get to the picture of my life, it's kind of how God, he kind of operates with me. Right. Like it's always like helping me to teach, because I'm a very, very impatient person in general. So I think he uses that to show me like how amazing he is and how doors can open bigger than we think, and all that with him. So that happened with me there. So I did play a little bit in college, but I had an injury, and it was on my left ankle. Wow. It became mental for me. Yep. So the good thing is that I came back home to Orlando, went to UCF, and through that, like, man, my faith just skyrocketed. I already knew the Lord, but like, man, I got involved with FCA, you know, golf or athletes. I got involved with crew big time. Yep. Crusade at the time. So that was huge for me because I was pretty down, you know, like I just kind of lost my scholarship. Yeah. Wasn't playing much golf. So then I just kind of got involved with a lot of ministry, and that was huge. That was a very, very pivotal moment in my life. Yeah. Where God started fresh in me. So I graduated, tried the corporate world. I hated it. Yeah. I hated it. So then I just tried to, I was like, okay, well, and I was still young enough because I was 17, went to college, and oh wow, okay. So I was 21 years old, and I was like, you know what, I'll just go ahead and try this golf thing. Played a little bit as an amateur status, started getting good again, and I was like, I'll just try this mini tour thing. And I had no idea. Like, I was just oblivious. I thought you just play mini tours. Like, dude, I had no idea the grind, the work ethic. It was like, you know, freshman year all over again, but with no money. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, I was like, and I didn't come from anything. Right. So it was like trying to figure out, like, okay, what is this going to cost? How am I going to figure all this out? So the first 6 months to a year, it was just trying to figure all that out, and that was difficult. And my wife was dating me, my now wife, but she was dating me. And just seeing the turmoil and the heartache, emotional instability. So, but yeah, man, that's kind of been my journey into the golf world, and then I became a head pro at a club, which I was super blessed for that. Yeah. Man, it's just been I'm blessed to, you know, I'm now 36. I've been in the golf world in so many different facets, my whole entire life pretty much, and it's awesome. It's awesome to see how God's using me in the golf space. Yeah.
You know, my bad. Yeah, you know what's crazy? Me and my buddy were talking about this, and I don't know if you know the percentages, because like I said, I played in the NFL. Yeah. We were saying, which one is harder, to make it to the NFL or to get your tour card?
Dude, I think now it's harder to get a tour card.
I agree.
Like now,
fully
if you would ask me when I was trying, I mean, that's like impossible to play in NFL.
Yeah.
But like, you know, when I was trying, if you don't have like the means, and if you're not shooting 65 all the time, it's hard, dude. It's hard, and you know, if you're not bombing it 300 yards now, it's really, really difficult. And now with all the obviously the parameters and stuff between, you know, what's it called now, Corn Ferry and PGA Tour, man, it's difficult. I feel for those guys. So I think it's harder.
I agree. I know. I think they said if you start playing as a little kid football, the chances of getting to the NFL are 1.6% chance.
It's nuts.
But I can only imagine trying to become a tour pro.
I mean, I would love to do the stats now. And
I want to see those analytics too.
My guess was like 2%. So it might be that, you know,
close.
That was my guess. But yeah, I mean, it's a wild journey, you know, to play this game. It's so elitist, and I don't know. I guess I'm such a person that, like, it's so important too that you play multiple sports as you get older.
Oh yeah, for
it's
sure.
So important. I'm actually seeing some, like now, because I've worked with a lot of kids now when they're like high schoolers and they're now in D1 golf. Yeah. I think the number one thing that kids, when they go D1 and they succeed, is the number one factor I've seen is that they all played a sport up until about 13, 14. Like that's about, and then the golf became like, okay, we're seeing we're progressing here. Let's take this on and do this full time. But every kid that I've coached, and this is just me, but every kid that I've seen that go on to play D1 and really thrive, they all played another sport. Yeah. So it's tough, like, to say, like, and to go pro, like, oh, we got to get them started at 5, and that's the only thing they got to do. Yeah. It's almost turning into that. Yeah. And I just don't want it to, because I haven't seen the success in that yet. Yeah. And like everyone I've seen be successful in the game throughout childhood all the way to college and maybe now pro, they played another sport. Yeah. And I think up until 13, 14, there's just so many things that you learn from that, man. Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? So there's, you know, team aspect, being coachable, you know, going through adversity, you know, having encouragement, you know, positive mental attitudes, all these kind of things. So I agree, man. My whole thing too is when kids stick to one sport their whole life, I don't want them to burn out or peak early. Correct. I was so happy. I played football and basketball. I dabbled in track a little bit, but I stopped playing basketball. Not my decision, but I stopped playing basketball probably like 16, and it was all football from there. Yeah. So I never like lost the love of it because I burnt out. Like, you know, I just kept grinding with it and stuff like that. I did miss playing basketball because the year I stopped playing is when we won a state championship, and I was like, I wasn't part of that team. But I think it's fair. You want to play multiple sports, and I kept trying to tell my little brother that. He dabbled, but my little brother's a dog. He's going to the University of Tennessee. But yeah, he was just all football. I'm just like, man, you should have ran more track or played basketball. Right. But yeah, I hope he continues to find that love in football and carries him for a long time. Yeah, man. Yeah, if you just do one sport, I just feel like you're gonna burn out at some point. Yeah, I agree. And it's like I said, it's important with golfers. Like, so this is like what I do now, right? You know, this is right now. I just come alongside golfers and as a mental coach and performance coach, I just come alongside them and guide them on, you know, one of our biggest things is creating a community. Like, we want to create a hotbed. And there's this book called Talent Code. You ever read that book? I do not read books. I'm trying. I'm listening to this audio book right now called I think it's called Golf is Not a Perfect Game, or Golf is Not Perfect. Yeah. So, and my golf coach, Chelsea Carroll, recommended that book. So it's helped a little bit thus far. I mean, hopefully we see it come out today. But But if you find that book on audiobook, I'll listen to it. Probably is a big time book, but that's a good one because it helps you understand success, how important it is, like, one community is to the success. Because like why is it this random hockey rink in Switzerland produces so many NHL players? Is because they all kind of get better together. Like, they either healthy competition or they build each other up. Like, if you and I are at the same level of golf and you're getting a little bit better, I'm like, well, I want to get a little bit better. Yeah. Or, you know, so we kind of help build each other and we have this little cohort in competition. So that's what we try to do with mental coaching. Like, because golfers, if you play this game from, let's say, 3 to a professional now and you didn't play any other sport, like you don't have that sense of like healthy competition, encouraging others, or others encouraging you. So as a mental coach with players, I try to get people together so they create this little cohort, and then you see the success happen, right? Because then happens is like just like us in our faith, you know what I mean? Like I can text you and be like, bro, can you pray for me?
100%.
I'm struggling, like, you know, I'm struggling in my mind a little bit right now, and I'm being so hard on myself. I can feel like, you know, just Satan's tearing me down, thinking I'm not credible, all these kind of things. And I can text you as a brother and be like, dude, just pray for me. And that's what's important. So we do that in life. So we do the same thing in the golf world with high school, college, and professionals, is create a little cohort that they can encourage each other. But what they're actually doing is that they're building their mind and they're building their heart, right? You know, so as you know, our friend Ted Scott said, or Scotty Scheffler, you know, if your heart's right, the mind's right, you know, that type of thing. And so that's what we try to do, is like, if the heart's right, the mind's really easy. You know what I mean? And so that's what, so it's so important, so important. If you're a player and you're trying to make it, like, don't do it out yourself. I mean, you might have coaches and stuff, but that's different. Like, you need a community around you that you can pour into, and they can pour into you. And you can lift them up, and they can lift you up. You know what I mean? So that's, and we do that in life. So you know, why as athletes don't we, as golfers specifically? So that's like almost like one of the number one things I try to create in players. And see the success in them. So
that's awesome, bro.
Yeah,
and I agree with you too, from a spiritual standpoint too. Me and my wife were just talking about this in 1 Samuel 12:23. It said it would be a sin if I cease to pray for you. So when I have a responsibility. If you shoot that text out to me, I gotta uphold that as a believer and make sure that I'm praying for you, bro. So I'm happy that you said that. But yeah, let's get a few more putts in, and then we'll move to this chipping green.
Oh yeah, come on,
sir. That was good.
Ooh, that was good. Sure, like there. Bang.
There we go.
That's an athlete, isn't
There we go.
Dude, I'll tell you this, I've worked with like a lot of NFL, Major League Baseball players too. They're the best thing, this goes back to the multiple source thing. You know, like, it's so impressive that athletes, how y'all can like just pick up golf so easily. But the one thing I've heard is that you're like, I'm gonna get it. Like, I'm gonna do it. And they dang near do it every time. Like, I've heard that so many times. Like, I can tell you especially from NFL players. Like, it doesn't matter what age too. Like, if we're working on some, or you know, we're competition, like, I'll get it every time, and they dang near get it every time. I mean, there's it goes back to something insane. Like, golfers don't know how to be that kind of competitive, right? They can get in their head and all these kind of things, and then it just comes down. But like NFL players and high level athletes, they're like, no, I'm gonna get it. And they do it every time, just like that. That's a perfect example. I've seen that so many times, man.
I think
it's
that's
crazy.
just our motive, like just trying to figure out certain, like, at least for me, a receiver, like, okay, I'm gonna learn this new like pivot step, or I'm gonna get this down. And it's a really good transition to a game of golf.
Like, I'm gonna get this here. It's awesome. I see it. It's simple. How's your chipping?
It's all right. Let's say I'm gonna believe what happens on the course today is gonna be good. But from an overall standpoint, I like my short game. I would say that, and I hope that displays. And I'm gonna speak that. But I like it. I like it, man. I really do. Absolutely.
It's so hard to like. I feel like the wedge game, short game area it's so difficult. There's so much on the internet right now. That's like, what do we do for chipping? Are we more shallow and hit more draw base? Are we having more leading edge, hit down on the ball more? And if I had struggled with my short game, like as a student, I'd be like super confused.
Oh my gosh!
I just tell people, it's like, I think you just gotta learn all of it when it comes to short game. And the same thing goes in the full swing. Like, learn to shot shape it. You know, draws, high cut. Like, when you learn that variability, and there's too many studies on other things when you can do that. Learn variability, especially here. So like taking that same 58, whatever you got there, put it in back in your stance and hitting it low, like hands ahead and hit it low. Like, you need to know how to do that.
For sure.
Learn in the middle of stance to hit it more, like get more of a release pattern going. You know, open the face up, hit it low with open face, get a ton of spin on it. So then what happens is you work on all of that stuff, which is it's all scenario based on short game, right? You know, that's the biggest thing, because you're gonna have like not perfect lies. Like this here, it's like people like old school guys would say, well, grab a 9-iron and just bump it, you know, and let it run, and you're like, that's not fun. You know what I mean? Like, so,
I want to hit the swap shot.
So that, or you grab like a 56 and hit like the spinner like you see on tour, or whatever you want to hit here. But like, that's what I'd say is, tell students all the time, is like, hit different shots, so that, but know your go-to. So if I told you like, hey, this is for, you got to hit this, you got to get up and down to win the match, and you're gonna win for,
go with your bread and butter.
50K. You know what I mean? Then go with what you know you can produce a shot here. So like for me personally, it's like, that was nice. that like low runner, like deal off the face. It's just trying to get the hands equation. If I'm nervous, I just kind of Steve Stricker, like no hands it, and go, and I just know that's gonna be solid contact. I can control that if I'm a little nervous. The pressure's on. But other than that, like you see, so I don't know. I just think in short game, just practice everything. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then you nail down like what you're good at.
That's fair.
Does that make sense?
It does. So this goes into a great transition. So obviously, like I said, you went with the mini tour approach, wanting to be a tour pro, in which being a fan of golf, man, I feel like I would try too because it just looks fun on there and it keeps you competitive. But how has the transition from becoming a player to a coach been for you?
Yeah, man. So it was. It's been fun. I mean, it's been 14 years since I've really tried to do it, right? 13, 14 years. So I transitioned first to becoming a head professional in a club. Like the course I was playing at, was super nice to offer me. The head pro retired. They said, okay, we'll put you through the PGA. You'll become our like head professional. And so then through that, I kind of like organically started learning to teach, reading books and like, how do I do this? So I didn't really get mentored at first to teach for like the first couple of years. I just kind of learned it on my own. And some guys I'd watch or maybe internet, things like that. But then I got lucky that Clay Ballard was practicing at my club. So he's with Top Speed Golf, right, another YouTube. And they kind of pioneered the online golf instruction space 9 years ago when they started. So that's when he kind of like, recruited me out of the club to be like, hey man, you should, join me on this here. And they were just getting started, got things rolling. Clay founded it and he's an awesome guy. And that really catapulted me in how to become a really good instructor because Clay is like, dude, that guy, he's probably, I'm being biased, but like he's the best instructor in the planet. Mostly because his research behind everything is more than anybody. Like he knows about biomechanics just as much as Sasha McKenzie. You know what I mean? He knows about swing speed just as much as Bryson DeChambeau or Chris Kemper. So he knows, he's a master of every area of the golf game. And so that's why I think he's the best. And he knows how to explain it to people.
That's good.
So dude, for the past 8 years, I've been like just mentored by him in golf instruction, but at a very high level. And through that, relationship base wise, we're able to meet like the McLeans and the Harmons, and so you're learning in Foley's and Como. So so you kind of learn from what everyone's doing at a very high level. So I've honestly been really blessed that I get to be mentored at very high levels kind of throughout my life. But yeah, man. So that's that. And now now I'm doing more of the mental side personally, and this is where my true calling is. You know what I mean? Like where I can, my golf has been my platform for everything, but now I can truly like pour into people, tackle the heart. Everything's a faith-based what I do. That's awesome. Right? You know what I mean? So tackling what you see in the mental golf space, whether it's mechanical things that you can do in a golf course, but having a biblical foundation for sure. What we do. Like, so I'm not just like making it up, or I'm not just saying feel the air. No, I'm saying the Bible says that God created the earth, and how grateful we should be about what's around us. You know what I mean? So that's like amazing that I can use golf as a platform to tackle the hearts of elite players, and then have a biblical foundation to it, and then allow the Lord to do His thing. Amen. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
It's a lot of fun. So.
Man, the way you're speaking, I feel like the Lord's probably going to favor you against me right now. So. Yeah. Let's take this thing to the range, man.
Come on, let's go. I'm excited. Come on. Ooh, who do you work with here?
Her name's Chelsea Carroll.
Does she teach out of here?
No, she used to be an assistant golf coach at Grand Canyon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, had
University.
Had a coaching change, and now she's just working at Golf Tech. But wherever she goes, I will go. So it doesn't really matter. One of many of my struggles.
Yes, I'm listening.
Is I think I'm a little better coming on playing, but I struggle standing up at impact.
Yeah.
What's one of your better drills you have for fixing something like that?
I'll tell you first, the number one thing that people do when they're standing up is because they're trying to shallow the club.
Yes, I am.
But it happens too late, and so that momentum of the club shallowing this way always tips our upper body to move this way for every player. So what happens is everyone tackles the lower body, because that's what you can see. You can see the lower body moving forward and standing up. But in actuality, if you tackled your chest a little bit more, you're still rotating when you tackle your chest more. That would help. But understanding that the biggest thing is because you're shallowing the club late. So tackle the cause first, or you understand the cause of it. So you want to shallow the club get that thing shot early.
Yeah.
That's what's really important. But for early extension, I think the best thing, can I see your club?
For sure.
Because what happens, this is just really easy, is a lot of people, they just get on their toes when they start early extending this way. I do the same thing. You know, it's just a lot of players struggle with it. So you take like this is perfect, like a pitching wedge or a 9-iron, and you put it underneath your lead heel.
Yep.
So the lead heel, this is what's also very important. So this is sticking up out of the air. So when I go into my backswing, it's gonna stay there. But the most important thing is in your transition. There's a first start of our downswing, and our feet pressure should go into our middle of our feet to our heel. So what that does is that when I start my downswing, I'm trying to keep this club elevated. This what's right here.
Yeah.
And that helps me stay into my posture and not move up this way. But so if I early extend or stand up, it's gonna tip down that way. So just hit some like really slow swings, smooth swings.
Yeah.
Where you're really trying to make that thing, you know, you're staying into your posture, and I'll focus on just really trying to hit just really solid low shots at first. Yeah. Because when you come up out of your posture, we also get handsy too.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So that's the second part, and that's part of our swing that has the most muscle memory. Yeah. You know, so so we gotta. That's probably one of the easiest quick drills that you can do. Yeah. For that. And then the second piece of it is, all right, I'm gonna feel like I'm coming in really low hands. Yeah, yeah. Like a hockey player. That's what hockey players like.
I've heard
smoke it, right?
Summer Hayes tell Fina that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's like one of the best.
Yeah.
Like that one too. I could feel like I came up on my toes a little more. So, yeah, I can't see him do that, but yeah, Summer Hayes is like one of the best out there.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Please translate. What's good, guys? Welcome back to an episode of Golf and Gospel. I got my dog Robin, one of the best golf coaches from Florida, dog. We about to lock in with me at Dove Valley Golf Course. Robin, let you know the 3 rules to the channel. 1, I encourage everybody to love Jesus. I know you do. That's why you're the homie.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
2, you get 1 breakfast ball throughout the 9. Make sure you use it wisely, dog.
Amen.
Wisely. And lastly, there are no gimmies on the channel. You gotta finish your putts, bro.
Oh yeah.
So we gotta be dialed in.
Oh, we gotta get gimmies in life, I guess. Hey, listen, I'm a big, I tell people, like, I'm a big mulligan guy. So Jesus gave us unlimited mulligans.
I call it a grace ball. Yeah.
So it's like it's hard to.
Yeah.
The course is in great shape.
It is, man. Nice. Dove Valley is amazing.
It is like perfect. Look at that tee box. All right. Well, I think they're out of range, huh?
Well, we're about to figure out. If I see someone fall.
All right. Hey, man. Thank God for today. Thank God for my brother Jeremy.
Here we go.
Let's play some golf. Oh.
That's
look at
gone.
That. Left.
So.
Am I pulling my grace ball in the first tee?
You could, or again, you just take your penalty. You never know when you need it.
Nah, I'm gonna go on the one I don't need.
Okay.
Oh, he said I called that one.
That's gonna work.
That's a stat. That's a good stat right there.
Yep, fairway here.
Fairway number 1.
And this hole always scares me because I try to swing in the out, but I end up hooking it and pulling it left. Yeah. But then if I try to just hit a slice, then I'm another fairway. So that swing just felt awkward, but who cares? I'm in the fairway.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. That's better. That's fine.
Is that gonna be all right?
Yeah.
Little drop kicky.
Good
kick.
All right, you should be all right. I've been over there and found my ball.
Oh.
Cut.
Crushed it though.
I'm down.
Stop. Soft.
All right, we'll see. I should be okay with that too. I see that's the one where I'm thinking I'm coming in, but I just end up pulling it a little bit.
Yeah, a little in the face too. Yeah. I mean,
open face you said?
No, a little bit like you got the face good. Like you saw that you pulled it.
Yeah.
Like you hit it dead straight. You pulled it. So for you, what you're working on is a higher probability that your face was in a really good place, but you just still maybe got the club working a little outside the ball.
Yeah, dog.
So just a little bit, but that's like. That was hit so solid and
it was
straight. You got wind coming off your right.
Yeah.
So. Oh, thin to win.
Thin to win. Sit down.
Oh no. Is that a hazard over there?
Yeah, it's trees over there, man. Yeah.
Dang.
You get
all right, I'll get it.
Yeah. You said you were good from the trees, man. I didn't want you to say that, but you said it.
That's what I was trying to hit so low under the wind. I just thinned it underneath there.
A playable will be essentially the same as.
I mean, take it as like.
I'll take the one stroke.
Take the red or whatever.
Yeah, it's good. Good shot. Believe in the shot. A little above your feet. It's okay. That's a nice shot.
Be so good.
Come back down.
Oh yeah, that's
it's
a shot.
Spinning back.
Golf shot.
It stopped.
Golf
it's
shot.
A really
golf
good shot. Sit down.
Spin.
Sit.
Oh man.
Stay
that
up.
Just released out.
You're good. Still up.
Shocking. All right, I got my putter.
I need a par putt here. I'll be okay with bogey, but let's lock in here. Fight this brace a little right. Gotta trust it. It started to. It did.
Dude, this is a pin and a half today.
It's a lot of roll.
Come on, ball.
Come on down.
Hit that slope. Ah.
Still has a downhill putt. Gotta hit it. See if I can finish here.
Take your time, bro.
Yeah.
No gimmies. That's what I get for playing spoil golf.
It's not a bad hole.
I guess so. Yeah, but yeah, man, that'd been good. Oh, whoo! That's a super slider. Look at that thing. This pin is brutal.
It's scary staying up there.
Oh,
that would have.
That would have at least kept me in this hole. All right. Killer.
Golf and gospel.
Killer.
That's a double for me.
You know, I was just listening to a podcast I talked about. It was a Maxwell podcast. It talked about. He was saying how we're always on the uphill climb our whole life. You know, as Christians, we've kind of accepted this calling that we're always going to be working hard. You know, we always got to be just striving for the kingdom. So, I'm relating to that right now. that I'm going to be working hard this whole entire night. The good thing about putting your identity in Jesus is that you kind of forget your past already. So that's I'm more forward thinking.
Sit down.
I didn't even see it.
I seen where it went. I don't know if it kept going. I would say it's tough coming off a plane and then going to hoop. I've experienced it. It's tough come off a plane. You've done well with this hole before. Do it again. That other hole's over with.
Go a little bit.
Keep going. Keep going.
Go.
Keep going.
Go.
Keep going. Dang. I try to get aggressive. I'm going to take the drop up there. Be hitting 3. Dang it. I got aggressive. All right, man. Hopefully we still got some good golf ahead of us after those tee shots.
Good night.
But, yeah, bro, I want to talk about you're working for Top Speed for a long time, which is a very well-known online training.
Yep, just pure instruction, yeah.
Yeah, pure instruction. And now you've since transitioned to Before the Links.
Yeah.
So tell me about that nonprofit and what led you to do it, and also how me and the audience can serve you.
Ah, man, thanks. Yeah, well, it's what we're trying to do is we're trying to find kids who are great at the game of golf, who really got it, and we can kind of see they can take it to the next level, but are just under-resourced. Right. So what we're trying to do is get them exposed to college programs and get them on college teams. However, what we're also trying to do is we're trying to develop them as leaders. So thankfully, part of my story is like, okay, well, I had some great mentors in my life in the corporate world, in the instruction world, and life. So what we're trying to do is develop them and give them like a strong leadership development curriculum that they can follow. So we're developing them as golfers, providing some maybe financial resources, help them get exposed, but also develop them as leaders and a kind of a very strong corporate leadership development. Get people like yourself or CEOs of companies and pour life into them. So you're seeing this awesome, again, kind of cohort of like, not only is the kid getting incredible at their mental game and life game, but it's helping their golf game. And also that relationship with a mentor and mentee is also very, very special too, especially with kids when they're getting committed to playing D1 programs or all that kind of stuff, like that kind of relationship. Then you can see them go on to play pro and it's just awesome that way. So it's a little bit of my story too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I kind of came from nothing, and I've been in the golf world, and so all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're really trying to do is just, man, obviously we're a nonprofit, so funds are always a big deal, but we're also like, you know, I'm just such a highly relational person. So if you can serve organizations in some capacity, great.
Yeah.
Just be relational and just being a connector. That's my biggest thing is that people can serve us and how we can serve them. You know what I mean?
So what's the site that we can go to check that out?
Just www.beforethelinks.com.
Awesome. I'll put it in the description, man. And praise God, we found your ball too, man.
Yeah, let's go. I got a shot. What do you think? I should be smart here, huh? I shouldn't really. I mean, I could probably like a little hook one and try to run it up there, but dude, as little as I play, I mean, there's technically a little window right here. I should just be smart, huh? Yeah. See, this is good. You know, this is where. Yeah, that's right. He's dropping, so I should I just punch out, have a wedge in, and no need for me to be going to hero or anything like that. Oh, this desert's different around here. I'm not used to that.
All right, guys, taking my drop here against the wind, about 170 to the pin, uphill. Try to get there with this 6, man. Cut. Looks nice. Looks real nice. Yes, sir. Noah Brediger. Take away the penalty, man. That doesn't happen. But that's what I did.
Oh,
sit down.
That came out way better than I thought. Dang.
Uphill. I think it plays straight. Hit it firm. Trust it. Pushed it bad. Dang it. It's not terrible in terms of speed. Come on.
Move right. Dang. I didn't move right at all. Boom.
That was close, but whatever, bogey. I'm trending the right way. From double to bogey. I gotta eliminate these penalties.
Give me both. I'm all over the map right now.
Get in the hole. That's a good putt.
Go!
Oh, that was a good putt. Golf and gospel.
Golf.
Let's put golf and gospel up there with the major tournaments. Not really, guys. Just joking.
Bite.
Oh, good shot.
Bite. Sit.
Oh, no. You're carrying everything, man.
Oh.
Get in the hole.
Oh, good swing. Oh, no. He's gonna do it.
I wish. Start going right. Sit down.
Oh, bite.
Gosh,
it's gotta be. I think the wind's helping a little bit.
If you're watching, make sure you take care of the course. They say it'll take care of your back.
Amen. So every time you do something good, you get a little point in heaven.
A little point. Add to my mansion.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was beautiful. That was nice.
Settle. Man.
You know what?
Holy cow.
All right, guys. I'm going to play wise here. Typically, I would do a little toe down chip shot, but I'm going to putt this, especially because it goes downhill a little bit.
Easy.
It's going to slow down.
That was a smart play.
I told myself to go right of the pin.
Dude, you know what? I should have walked over here. Like, that was like a mistake of mine, because you come from this side, you see how like severe this is.
Get up that hill.
Gotta hit it.
You can finish if you want.
Thanks,
or you
bro.
can mark it. Like I said, it's a major here. Good bogey.
Okay.
Trending the right way.
Yeah. Oh.
Gosh, bogey. They had the tee box. I gotta fill that again. Driver rank verse of the week is Romans 10:17. It says, faith comes by hearing, hearing by the word of God. So guys, listen up. Now back to this episode of Golf and Gospel. That's gonna be really good if it stops fading.
Kick left.
Stop fading.
Hit that one good.
You should be fine.
I think
it's either gonna be, it might roll all the way down to the hole, but it's cart path. Cause I played here not too long ago, and
That was center of the face. I'll tell you what, that was just, that's a win in my books right there.
all right, Jeremy. conquer this hole.
Draw, baby.
I was heavy. No, throw me a ball. I'm gonna take a breakfast here.
This is it.
Somebody, thanks. Gosh, Jeremy.
Gotcha. Oh yeah. Air contact.
Get in that bunker for me.
Stop.
Okay, thank God. Dang, this hole always gets me. Just want to get to a nice position. Pins in the front.
Oh. Be the club today. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Golf shot.
Hey, it's a golf shot.
Let's go.
Shout out to my dog, Chelsea Carroll. My dog.
Dude. Let's have some fun here, huh? This is some rare chance to get to hit some desert golf. Whoa. Man, I'm just not used to how that comes out over there.
I know, man. Sit down.
Spin. No
They tried to
spin.
grab.
Come on, ball. Come back. Come back. All right, I'll take it.
Trust it, man. Trust.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh!
How many times has that happened to me on this channel? For birdie. What are we talking about, bro?
Good four.
What are we talking about?
I'll take a four out of that bunker all day.
I will too, but
Holy cow.
we want to talk Sports Center. That was supposed to be the one.
That definitely would have made the Golf Channel.
That was the best I ever played that hole.
Good thing is I'm amazing at downhill left to righters. Oh, I didn't commit to that one. Didn't commit to it.
Bo.
Okay.
We're progressing.
5.
We're progressing though. That first hole looked like amateurs. Well, I am amateur, so aiming for that right tree.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh,
wow.
Perfect.
No predator.
Come on. Oh, I hit it good.
You should be fine. It's not,
No cut. I hit it so good. No cut on that one.
All right, bro. So yeah, you mentioned earlier at the range how you're a mental coach.
Yeah.
Does your mental coaching, is it depicted on the player specifically? So I'm sure it's different depending. Okay. So for people watching this channel, what is like a foundational thing you can give them when they're trying to work on their mental game in golf?
Well, at first I try to understand the player, like what's going on in the game where, they feel like they need a mental coach, or let's even call it like a mentor in their life.
Right.
So the first thing is we establish, okay, well, why are you playing? Like, what is it? What is the purpose of you playing? Are you just playing? And then we try to, dive a little bit more into, are you playing because your parents told you to do it? Are you playing because you love the game? Or are you playing for a bigger purpose?
Right.
So then from there, we try to find, okay, let's just take the example, we're playing for a bigger purpose here.
Sure.
Then let's then create a mission statement about that. Like, you know what I mean? So always for every person, what I try to do is like, let's create a mission statement for your life and for your game. So it's like, I'm Robin. Golf for me is a platform that I can really serve people at a high level, and that ultimately by the way I live my life and some of my principles I live by, I can talk to them about Jesus if they don't know the gospel. So that's like kind of my mission statement for what I do. So then everything I can say yes to things and say no to things that are in alignment with my mission statement. So because the number one thing that we face in players, the number one thing is going to be a factor of fear. Like everyone fears something, whether they fear failure or they don't feel like they don't have credibility. So by tackling, figure out your purpose and figure out that mission statement, that's already okay. Well, good. Like that's a step number one of tackling that fear bias thing. It's really rare where you find or people. It's like, let's say Kobe and Tiger and those guys. They had like major work ethic that battled that fear. So they had confidence in their work ethic. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, they were working harder than anybody there was.
Yeah.
So they had confidence that they knew they put the work in. And they're one in like however many thousands of people, right? So it's for every, you'll see the commonality of people, and by the end of the day, they end up fearing something. Maybe it's like, let's say football, they end up fearing like the end of their career. You see what I'm saying? So like it comes on so quick. You know, like you're 30 years old and you're retiring from your profession. That's like crazy to think about for people. So if we can find a purpose and create a mission statement behind that, number one, that allows you to do where your feet are. I always like to say, where your feet are allows you to be tenacious and crush it where you are. So that tees you up for the next phase and for the next thing. And so then it helps understand for golfers specifically, like golf is not my identity. You know what I mean? Like golf's not. It doesn't matter if you're a believer or not. Like golf is not my identity. No, I'm playing the game because ultimately I want to develop relationships with people around me. So that allows you, that frees you, because then it allows you to be like, okay, well, I'm just playing to be a blessing to others. I don't care. Like, I don't care how bad I'm hitting. I'm just having a good time and trying to bless you. You know what I mean?
I can see that in you right now.
Thanks, man. So that's ultimately, it helps players last, like kind of that step number one. And then we have like things that, like mechanical things that we do for players, like whether it's breathing, words of affirmation, speaking to your game, all that kind of stuff.
That's why you hear me talking before every shot.
It's a real thing. And I obviously do it, but it's a real thing. That you've got to like give yourself a little bit of like something that gets you in the zone. So that's dependent on the player.
For sure.
If that's a word or if that's an action. That gets you, okay, let's go, let's perform, let's hit a shot here. Like you would in your days of being an athlete, like a major, like a high level athlete. You know what I mean?
That's awesome, man.
So that's I'd say step number one, man.
That's awesome, man. Let's see if we can find your ball. I got me a nice little approach shot coming up.
All right, Jeremy Davis. It's got about 115 to this here. It's pretty good, these shots. Oh yeah, he's looking right at it. This is when he can go for it. So let's see what he's got. Oh, it's a good swing. It's tracking. It's got enough.
Good shot.
Go ball. Go. Hit that
Stay
slope.
up, though.
Hit that slope. All right, golf shot.
Thanks. All that casting, man, and I'm standing up at impact.
Spin.
That looks nice.
Spin.
Sit down. Now, I don't think it's super dangerous back there.
I cannot hit a green.
How far you think you hit that?
I think I flew it like 78. No. I'm just so excited to play golf right now.
I'm just so excited to play golf.
I'm just so excited to play. I'm just amped. I am running a lot of caffeine, you know. flying over here from the East Coast.
That's why I said getting off that plane ain't crazy. Come back down.
Go a little bit.
It started.
Good read.
It started to.
Good read.
Yeah. Get up that hill.
Turn ball.
Woo! Good putt. Good putt. It's bogey.
Bogey.
All right, Jern. Get a par.
No fairways, no greens.
Trust it. Nothing to overthink. There we go.
Okay.
Back par. Oh, that was pure. Drawing left, though.
Oh, man.
That was your pure swing.
Still no green and red.
But I'm telling you, bro, you're in Arizona. It's dry. It's gonna fly more, man.
Still.
Oh, fading.
Dude, you hit that.
Off the toe.
So good. Like the swing looked great.
So short. Off the toe.
Dude, that's just the face, man. Like,
yeah, no, I felt that.
All right, I think I've hit enough shots out of this desert that I think I'm learning it now. But this is nuts. Oh, be good. Sit, soft. Oh!
Uphill lie, you gotta hit down on this. And it's a little wet too.
Oh, that looks good.
I left myself a lot of space though.
Go hard. Climb. Oh. I've not just been missing greens. Like I've been missing them like where it's impossible to get up and down.
Yeah, you've had tough lives. Oh, pushed it. That's good speed, Jeremy.
Yeah, good speed.
Optimism. Get up that hill and go. Oh, that was a good putt.
Wow.
All right, let's get a bogey
That
here.
kept going. Yeah.
Good bogue, I guess.
Oh.
Golf and gospel.
Whoo! golf and gospel. He's crushing me right now. Golf and gospel, but I'm glad I can be a blessing to my man, Jeremy.
Someone is. I mean, I am. I mean, you are to me right now because
let's go.
Your attitude is amazing. Me, I got to talk myself off a cliff. Both right and left are a little dangerous.
Okay.
Yeah, just FYI.
Gotcha.
There, that's beautiful.
It's moving a little bit left.
Nice draw. Yeah, you're fine.
I hit it good.
Yep, nice. That hole's over with, move on. In the out. It's not hard. It's not that hard, bro. You're doing it right now. In the out. Terrible miss.
Yeah,
Stay up.
Bow, sit. Okay.
I see it by the tree.
I saw it kind of like land.
Jeremy Davis. Find peace, I guess. All right, man. So you went into talking about mental coaching and stuff, and I think that was great advice. And I hope the listeners that are hearing this, take that into consideration and walk that out. But I want you to talk about the importance of Wally Armstrong in your life.
Oh yeah, Wally. He played like 30 years on tour, something crazy. He played so long and then Champions Tour. He developed. He's the one that developed the Bible study. Not him, but him and I think it was Bernhard and a couple other guys that started the Bible study. Yeah. So I was looking to meet him. So when I was playing the minis, someone just saw me on the range hitting balls and said, "Hey, you should meet Wally Armstrong." I think bizarre conversation. He kind of felt that like I was a Christian. And I knew the Lord. Mm-hmm. So Wally, lives in Orlando, and man, Wally kind of took a hold of me and just poured into me and just helped. And also the cool thing is like he took me alongside. I think that's really important. That as you and I become like the next phase of mentors for people, it's important to take people alongside of you.
Agreed.
It doesn't mean you have to be pouring into them, but let them see how you live your life. And then what that does is that not only they're able to see how you live and maybe your marriage and how you operate and make decision making, but the second thing is also it puts the pressure on you to, I shouldn't say the word pressure, but like
conviction to walk this thing up.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Like it makes you better. And that's why I tell especially kids, I'm like, listen, I'm so thankful that you're in my life because it allows me to try to make sure I don't want to let you down. Yeah. Does that make sense? Yeah. So for in your case too, it's like as you coach those JV players, like you're going to be your best version of who you are so that you don't let them down. Yeah, so that they have in their mind this vision how Jeremy is all the time, Coach Jeremy is. Yeah. Like, how are you outside of when you're not in front of them? Yeah. You know what I mean? And they want to. You still want to make sure that they see you the way that all the time. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Yeah. All the time. So that's where Wally kind of was just like the first step in really living out, especially in golf, right? And that was really pivotal, and how I can use golf as a platform to start. How I can use golf as a platform. My first start of using golf as a platform was just honestly just serving people at a high level. Sure. Being really happy, being really joyful in my job, and serving people and being good to members as I was at a club, all that kind of stuff. And that was just the easiest thing I could do at the time. So I definitely encourage people in the golf industry is like, well, how do I make this a ministry? Yeah. Well, just crush it. You know what I mean? Just serve people, be happy, be joyful, and crush it at what you're doing. You know what I mean? That's the easiest thing. That's the first thing that you can do at least. You know what I mean? Then just allow the God to use that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I love what it says in I think it's 1 Corinthians 11:1 when Paul says, "Be imitators of me because I am of Christ." And I think that's very important that we make sure we're reflecting the gospel. And for me, I don't talk to this dude as much, but one guy who was pillar in my life was KB, Kevin Burgess. Yeah, bro. Hanging out with him, fellowshipping with him, and just seeing how he loves his wife, how he carries himself, going on these trips with him and fellowship with him. I'm just like,
that's right.
The light that you're reflecting, it talks about in Matthew 5:13-16. I see that, bro. So I understand what you mean by Wally. I hope I can see the light in this shot right here. This is a crazy lie.
This is a shot right here.
It's a crazy lie. Just punching out. That works.
So good.
That works.
So
now,
good.
if I finish this hole with like a part, that'd be crazy. Guys, let's make some use of that smart play I had.
This desert is no joke.
That was online too.
It's a good swing. Good contact.
That was online.
That's tracking.
Okay. Finish with bogey. Oh, D-cell.
Way into the green. That got in my head.
You know what's crazy? You're on birdie.
That's why this is gonna be really good.
Sit down.
Spin ball.
Ooh, it tried to.
No turn? Come on, come down that hill.
I've made some of these before. Cecily, Ryan DeZingle. So I'm believing I can still make par from here. Still get away with a bogey, but I can make par. Oh man, if that fringe wasn't there, that was great touch. That was great touch. Good touch. Oh man, great touch though. Oh, happy I am below the hole.
These greens are rolling.
They roll, bro. It's dry Arizona. All right, guys, make this bogey. That'll be a good bogey safe in that tree. Looks like it slightly breaks right to left, but I'm thinking right edge here.
Bang.
Wow, what a save. That is a great save.
Bogey from the knees.
Good bogs.
Oh.
The D-cell.
Man.
Up what was that? Hitting up against the hill, the grain. It's tough.
Oh, yeah, that was like gnarly over there. Good swing.
We got to the right. Apply that same thing. Feels.
Oh, he smoked it too.
Yeah, came across my body. That's why I said if I don't time my hook up right.
You smoked it.
Yeah. Damn, that's perfect.
Oh, look at that.
There he is.
Blind squirrel.
There he is. All right, whatever. Find contentment in it. All right, guys, had to take the penalty. I crushed that ball, but
He
as you guys can
smoked
see, came over the top. So I'm hitting 4 already on a par 5. I mean, this is the hole to do it. So I gotta forget about that shot. Move on to the next one.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, bite ball.
Off the toe.
Bite ball. Bite. Soft.
I didn't even see it. I just know I saw a curve.
It's just on the right, on line on the right of that bunker, like that tail light pole.
Yeah.
I saw it bounce a couple of times, so that's encouraging. Ooh. A first all day. A fairway. First fairway of the day. And this is gonna be the first GIR of the day, huh? Come on. Oh, I hit that bunker.
The cut.
Sit down. Hit it good.
You did.
Oh! No way.
Hey, kick left?
I think I hit the cart path.
No. You hit that so clean. Oh no. That was so bad.
Wow, that came out hot. Spin.
It's on an uphill lie. Can definitely get under this pretty well. Not a lot of green to work with.
Oh no, sit down. Sit.
Of course I'll have a blow up hole right now.
Oh. We're seeing every bit of this par 5.
No, you know what sucks? When you said he'll probably get plus 11, I was well ahead of that. Until we got to the second to last hole.
Whoa, Nelly. I honestly thought that was gonna be a lot closer.
Need a miracle to happen here. I'm still believing. Need to get this ball up and down. Up and down.
Go.
No,
whoa, that
my gosh.
That's some spin.
I told you, Robin, at some point the Lord's gonna test me because how joyful you've been the whole time. He said, yeah, it's your turn.
Yeah, let's see how you can. That's a good test.
It's so infuriating because you don't want to be tested like that right now.
I mean, I think part of you got to be like a little ADD about it. You know what I mean? Like just see like, oh man, look at that house. That's amazing.
You're right.
Look at these mountains. That's incredible.
Look at the mountains, man. It's God's creation. Let me see him make these mountains go in the hole. All right, it's for triple bogey. Turn left.
Sit, Ubu. Hey.
Good speed.
Okay. Yeah, great one. No, I pulled it. I felt it right when I hit it. I wanted it too bad. Wanted it too bad.
You finish if you want. I'm trying to save a +5. Man, what a hole. People are like, dang, why you score this? Because of one par 5. What an outlier.
I went even like
+6. Yeah, I went +6 this whole time. All right, guys, it's just crazy how the Lord works because he's sovereign. I was +6 going into the second to last hole, and I made a 6, giving me +12.
Yeah.
Robin is at +12, and we're tied going into the last hole, which is just ridiculous that happened. Like, bro, I started off with a double, then I went bogey, bogey, par, bogey, bogey, and then +6, dog. What are we saying right now? That is just terrible.
Oh, man. The cool thing is, at least I can tell, especially my high school kids, like if I'm coaching them up, and they're like +12, and they're like, how is this possible? I mean, I haven't shot 12 over for 9 holes in honestly since high school.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even kidding it. But I'm having a blast. Like, this is great.
I am happy about that. We talk about mentorship, which I want to work that in conjunction with discipleship. How do you work that into your training as well as being obedient to the Great Commission?
Well, I always do reference because the Bible, as we know, is true. So that's like our easiest reference that we can go to. So anything that, let's say a player is going through, struggling, that we've identified, I always try to find a biblical reference to that. So that makes it, that's easy there. That helps us, one, it gives me kind of a little bit of credibility of what I'm doing. So at least I'm not just making it up or finding some sort of breathing technique, which I believe in that. Breathing's, I believe in that for sure. But so that helps, and that allows us to kind of continue to disciple the next generation coming up. But then honestly, it's the easiest way that we can always do things is always serving at a very high level, doing things, you know, watching your reactions to things, doing things out of pure love, and then the next part of it is like, well, why are you doing this, Robin? And that gives me an opportunity to tell someone, like, well, it's part of our calling. Part of my calling is to bring people along with me on this journey to not only just to heaven, but bring those people along with me in this journey to win people for Jesus. Amen, so bro. I'm pretty tenacious about winning people for Jesus right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's just who I am. My heart is, and golf has been the platform for that. I'm really thankful for that, and it just allows people. I mean, it's wild. Like if we are living it like we should, it's amazing how many people like really want Jesus. You know, when you get to the brass of it, and people, it doesn't matter where they are in their belief or anything like that. They could be completely atheist, but when you get deep into it, but without being like hard, right? You're getting into it by truly serving and loving them, and just wanting to know them and wanting to be with them and wanting to serve them. Then they put down all their walls, and by the end of the day, I haven't met one person who doesn't want truly Jesus. You know what I mean? So then that allows us to come alongside them and be like, hey, let me just share with you, you know, what's helped me in my life and what I promise you is going to bring you a lot of joy. You know what I mean? So that's the thing I'm most excited about and tenacious about, is like using what we have here to just reach people for Jesus.
That's awesome, man.
End of the day.
That's really good. Guys, I want to reference what it says in Matthew 5:16. It says, let your light shine before others that they may see your good works, yet glorify God in heaven. As believers, guys, we want to make sure we're reflecting the gospel. We want to make sure we're being salt and light, that people see Jesus through us. I don't want them to see Jeremy. He doesn't want them to see necessarily Robin, but us reflecting the gospel. And you'll see a lot of lives change simply because of that. But I hope that the gospel can reflect on me on this last hole.
Amen to that,
We're tied up.
Me too, man. Like, come on.
And the tee box is yours, dog. That's going to clear it.
Oh, that was another good swing. A little
Yeah,
pulley,
great
but
swing. Man.
Okay.
All right. Jeremy, lock in. Lock
Oh, hit that one.
in, dog.
I hit that one right in the middle of the face on that one.
Here we go. We're straight, bro. We good. We're good. That's okay. It's a good miss. It's going to be on the right a little bit.
Yeah, that's... You got an applause.
I know. It's not a great shot, but it's okay. Don't have a shot to the hole, guys. Just a small little bump and run, get it back to the fairway. Cart.
Oh yeah, look at this.
Yeah.
Oh, play that perfect.
Very intentional there.
That was amazing.
Guys, against the wind here, 120 to the pin. Took what some people would say, the smart shot of.
I think it is. You've been wedges. Your wedges have been good all day.
They have.
So that was definitely a smart play. Oh, and he hits it perfect. Come on, take the slope. Kick right, take the slope a little bit.
Sit. Good shot, Jeremy.
Yeah.
That's
right?
smart golf. Noah Brediger, that's smart golf.
Noah Browninger, come on. Hey, fairway number 2.
I know, right?
Let's go. I got 88 to pin. There's that big slope. It's in that green. That's 70. So I got 18 yards of play right there pretty much. And there's a slope there left. So ideal is you want to hit it on that slope. So kick it right. You can see how flat it is uphill to that pin. That's a gnarly pin there. So probably want to land a little wind into you, playing like 86 and let it kick up and go. So I want to.
Is that wind still moving like it was for mine? Yeah, well, it is.
Play is to grab a 60. And my goal here is to flight it a little bit so I can put a good confident swing on there. Turn down a hair. And if everything goes to plan, should be halfway decent. Oh, it's right at it. Oh! Oh!
I think.
I can't tell. It might be on the fringe.
French. All right. I need a. All right. So I need
over every green.
I need to 1 putt, and he needs to 2 putt here. Oh man. All right. Technically, you're not on the green, so you're first.
And I actually hit
That's
it.
crazy. Yeah, that's what crazy did.
All right, so I'm really I can sleep good. A little right to left. I think it's gonna be goes a little uphill, and then it's all downhill this way. So I always kind of like try to find a general spot of where I want to put it to for speed wise, and generally how high you want to hit it. Not to say that I'm the best putter in the world here, but that's what I do. I think one thing is important is you just don't want to second guess yourself on your line. Just be really committed to it. Oh, I thought it was going to be so fast down that. Oh!
I think you played it safe just to get your
that
par.
That was a line.
I need to have ice in my veins. I had a clutch putt here with Derek Bowling, you guys remember. I'm going for par. He has an easy par putt right there. I need ice here. It breaks left to right. Hit this thing firm.
Go ball.
That's not a terrible putt, bro.
Listen, don't count the kid out here because
I'm gonna finish and just get this bug out the way.
I've already missed one of these. All right, you can't. The pressure's on. These are tough ones when the pressure's on. Hi.
Hey man, humility. Robin, appreciate you, dog.
Oh man,
that was fun, bro. I can't even deny it. Oh, one second.
Yeah.
You stand right there.
I'm gonna walk away with the flag stick, right? Doesn't the caddy is it?
You can take it. No, like I said, appreciate you once again. I want to gift you with this Caddy Splash, bro.
Let's go.
Yeah, guys who are watching, if you want your own, you can go to Caddy Splash, type in golf and gospel. I believe either 10 or 15 get you a percentage off, man. But I want to give that to you, saying appreciate you just coming on the channel, being
awesome.
Unashamed of the gospel, bro. And yeah, dog, thank you.
Yeah, man, it was
Absolutely.
a pleasure. Yeah, it's so much fun. I'm glad we're running through life together. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And this golf is our platform just to reach more people for Jesus and just live it out. And man, it was a blast. I had a ton of fun, brother.
Absolutely, guys. You guys go check out Before the Links, as we alluded to earlier, and we'll see you on the next episode of Golf and Gospel, where me and Noah will be in Jacksonville, Florida. Peace. That is